Okay, and now back to your team.
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
Uh, back to the PE teachers.
PE teacher
Is
versus
this the game?
Frankie.
Is this the right time this game has come for United and the wrong time for Chelsea?
Definitely feels like it, but it's the Premier League, so you never know. And last time, Frank really caught Ole off guard. Ole pretty much went with the same tactics as the game he played previous to that against Chelsea. And it's going to be a
Can we
test
really
for
blame
Ole and his
him?
men.
He got 3 wins out of 3 before that. So I mean,
Oh, yeah.
what reason would it give him to change it up anyway? I mean, apart from the fact that he's a PE teacher and he wouldn't think that far, um, I think it was all right the way he thought. But of course, he needs to make those tweaks within the game when he sees that shit
Yeah.
is not working.
But let's put some respect on the PE teacher.
Oh, yeah.
He's just beaten PL. Two of the
To be
Oh,
worst.
and Ambar, what was your prediction? If
Holy
United lose
shit.
2-0 or something,
I
it's a
admit
win.
when I'm wrong. I'm wrong.
3-0,
Cool,
he
cool,
said
cool.
3-0.
I'll take this one on the chin. That's fine. But don't you fucking dare tell me that any of you are predicted a win for United. So shut the fuck up, you guys as
Well,
well.
no.
No one saw this coming. Literally.
Yeah, we were pleasantly surprised. And it wasn't like, we pulled a rabbit out of the hat or something, because we really played well.
Performance.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like-
Is it a lot to do with Van Bissaka knowing that he's gonna get roasted the fuck out if he doesn't pull something great off because
I
of his
think
shenanigans?
once he scored that goal against Newcastle, he looks like the old Bissaka.
Oh, yeah.
He's
Got the
tackles.
confidence.
Yep.
Yeah, now he's got a side chick, bro.
Oh yeah, let's not forget about
He's getting
that.
double the love. He's getting
But-
double the love from before.
But let's focus on the main man of the Paris game, De Gea.
The hair?
I mean,
I thought
Dahlia
it was-
wasn't
Bro, crazy saves.
Yeah, fucking brilliant. Which is why I told you, Karan, there's no fucking way that Dean Henderson sniffs this game, even sniffs this game. When you have a player like De Gea who can always show up, and that dude
Yeah,
generally
yeah.
shows up in the big games. I mean, we've seen him make blunders against smaller teams.
We've seen him
He
make
was
blunders against
fucking
bigger
class.
sides. Remember Barcelona? Unless you're calling Barcelona a small team.
As the way they're playing right now, yeah, I think they. Bro, after 8-2, you have to do something miraculous to get back into the same bracket. So till you repair that damage, I am not putting you up there with elites.
So what do you guys think? Considering Martial is not going to be able to play this game because of
Bro,
his
considering
unfortunate
Martial
red
is not
card.
going to play is another thing. I think we should also consider the possibility that Maguire should be dropped for this game after Tuanzebe's performance. What the fuck was that?
Definitely. So Ole called Mbappe Mbappe and Neymar one of the best players in the world, and he and Tuanzebe just pocketed both of them.
No shit.
Yeah, reports suggest that Tuanzebe and Van Bissaka weren't allowed to leave the French airport because they had about 400 milli in their pockets.
For those who cry about the penalty, it was a clean tackle. Okay.
Yeah, no shit,
Yeah.
man.
One,
And
one.
do the memes about VAR not having United miss a penalty that they're gonna keep giving it till United gets it right. Dude, that's I mean that's obscene
Yeah.
because clearly Nawaz is off his line. Don't
Oh
get me wrong,
yeah,
it was
he's
a mad
way off
save.
his line. He's way off his line.
Yeah, it was a mad save, but would he really make? Okay, he probably would have made the save regardless. But it's on him, dude. I mean,
Yeah.
Yep.
you can cry about it, you can moan about it. Generally, we were the ones who were doing that in the past few years, so it's really good to see others do that for United now.
Come on, we missed this. We missed the hate. Bring it on.
Oh, yeah.
We love it.
Definitely. And I think the PL refs need to take one page out of the CL refs book. I'm sorry, I don't know the ref's name, but he really let some aggression get into the game, which was fun to watch.
Oh yeah,
For sure. Okay, enough about
Okay.
United, our beloved United.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Chelsea here. Chelsea has a devastating
Let's
attack.
talk, bitch. Let's talk. What did I predict versus Sevilla? Please remind me. What did I say? It's gonna be a fucking tough game. It's gonna be very cagey. And even though some people may say that Chelsea deserve to win it, dude, I saw this coming from far away.
That game was crap. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, no shit,
That was
bro,
a
that's
bullshit
it.
game.
You're playing.
Yeah.
What did you expect? They are not gonna come out and be like, "Yes, please, sir, we will bend over, and now you can do what you want to do." Of course not.
Yeah, I mean Chelsea is not that kind of team that commands that authority either.
I mean,
Exactly.
Chelsea might be the kind of team, but Lampard definitely isn't the kind of manager to have a hold on his players to command the game.
Okay, but regardless, he didn't lose. He didn't lose, so that's okay, I guess.
Is that what we're celebrating?
No, I mean, at home he should have won, ideally, but it was always going to be a difficult game. So I don't put that against him. So a mixed bag for Chelsea, like I said at the start, that even though United has had a mixed bag in the start, they're looking more like they are themselves how they were after
Yeah.
the lockdown ended. Chelsea are still not there yet. I mean, you can't really see what's their game plan and how they're going to move forward from here, because we could make thousands of excuses for Lamps last year because he didn't have his team, he did not have a transfer window, he didn't have this and that. But now that he's got it all, he's got to piece it together very quick, man. Otherwise, it could turn into a very ugly season for him.
Yeah, which he's not
Yeah,
been
he was
able
the
to do. He's playing Mason Mount in Pulisic's position, which is absurd. I mean, and playing this guy as winger occasionally, Werner. What is he doing with his attack? I don't know.
Yeah, that's true. When you have Pulisic, like Captain America is one of the best left wingers, best young left wingers out there. And if you're playing him out of position to have Mason Mount in your team, who's absolute trash out on the wing, if he's not playing through the center, he's absolutely useless to the team.
Yeah.
I just don't get it. Like, what are your tactics? What are you thinking, man?
And only reason that I think he puts out for it is his defensive work, and he tracks back and shit. But if you really wanted tracking back and all, why would you sell Willian? He was a monster at that.
Yeah.
Like playing that right wing, he was just too good. So
Yeah, you should.
bro, I think as like my assessment of his relation with Frankie has to go to a next level now. I gotta investigate further. I really need to see those blood test results. Seriously.
So here the question here isn't about the attack. Both the teams have a pretty solid attack going into this
Yeah.
game. The question really is, can they defend? Because both of them look defensively shaky. I definitely agree with Ambar. Tuanzebe needs to start this game. He's quick. He looks solid. And the boy can defend.
Definitely,
So,
Maguire
there is-
would be somewhere near the midway line where Tuanzebe was expected to be. He'd be
Yeah,
like,
imagine the PSG game, but just Maguire in place of Tuanzebe. I think you would have considered 4 goals.
Bro, for sure. So I will really be. I mean, I know I'm going to be upset about this because Harry Maguire has to start. He's our 80 million signing. He's the captain of the team, so he is going to start. But wouldn't it be way better to have someone as fast as Werner? I mean, not probably as fast, but somewhere comparable to Werner and Pulisic and Havertz in your defense with Tuanzebe.
I would,
And
if I had to
maybe
go
go
for
for a
a
back three, dude. Why not?
yeah, if I had to go for a back line, I would drop Lindelof for Maguire if that change is necessary. But considering Maguire has a niggle in his hamstring, he might just not play this game too.
see, here's
Also,
it.
And that's a
Also-
blessing in disguise for United.
Yeah.
Let's not forget the topic of captaincy. Who do you guys think should be captain for Manchester United?
Bruno, hands
You know
down,
my
Bruno.
pick. I voted yes.
Hands down.
I voted
Bruno.
yes on the football then story on Instagram, as 74% people did. So
Yeah, who are the
I think
other people?
majority
What is
know
this?
what's up. Sorry?
Who are these other people?
Yeah, exactly, dude. I don't know what they are tripping on.
Yep.
Yeah, but here's a
I think
tasty
they're the
centre back
rival
duo.
fans for sure. They're the rival fans for sure.
100%, 100%. That's the only way to look at it. So Rashi Boy
Okay.
has scored 5 against Chelsea so far,
Oh.
and it's time to move on to the prediction for this game. And what do you guys think?
Okay, I'm waiting.
It's gonna be tricky. The two PE teachers' tactics probably old. So if it's gonna go the way it has gone in the past, I see United nicking this again, but not by too much. I think it's gonna be 2-1. Yeah, 2-1 for United.
Okay,
Yeah,
I think it's
2-1
going to
sounds
be
about
a midfield battle, and if United can play Fred and Scott instead of Pogba as starters, then I see United taking the win. And if I may be so bold, I say 2-0.
Ooh. Okay. No goals for Chelsea.
No.
I would go with Amber's prediction here. 2-1 sounds about fair, considering Chelsea has an attack that can get United's defense on days. But yeah, 2-1 sounds like a fair result.